Alright, I'm going to do a up-to-date video of my house for my animals. Right here, right by the front door, we have the turtle tank, which has the 2 common snapping turtles in it. There's one of them right there. And then coming around here, we have, of course, Raptor, who you have all seen. He's just chilling in his cage, probably asleep. We have the 75-gallon aquarium, which is changed up a few times. I mean, right now it's got the Oscar, Jack Dempsey's, Green Terror, Red Hooks, a couple others. Fire Eel is still in there too. He's poking out around the ship right there. Here we have Ziva, our Mojave ball python. Here we have, we have a shed off of Goliath, who is hiding right around that tree. He is a pastel, and I think I remember him saying he might have been a pastel hypo. But yeah, that actually looks like a good shed too. I'll have to get that out in a minute and check it. Here we have Samuel, just a regular ball python. Hello, Sammy. And then down here we have Jar Jar, our Colombian red-tailed boa. Turn around immediately to Shelby, the Russian tortoise. And I just stuck my hand in poop. I gotta wipe Shelby off now. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Sitting on this windowsill between my living room and my kitchen, we have Osiris's enclosure, which I need to change to water. I can't really see him. He's probably buried, but there is a video of Osiris and Twizzler, because Twizzler's buried too at the moment, and this is Twizzler's enclosure. And then we go into the kitchen, and this is an enclosure y'all have not seen yet. You've seen the animal, the Pac-Man frog, the albino Pac-Man frog. I took this mini fridge. I work at Quaker Steak and Lube, and this was a mini fridge that quit working. Instead of throwing it away, they let me have it. I took it, gutted it, cut a window out of the door, piece of plexiglass that's caulked in there, and I haven't sprayed this thing in 12 hours, and it's still holding humidity. So I'll go ahead and unlatch her here so you can see the inside. Alright. And here's the inside. We have our plants, our moss. We have our UV light. It is holding heat and humidity. Like I said, I ain't sprayed this thing in probably 12 hours, and we're looking at 50% humidity and 85 degrees. And here, oh, come here, bud. Here's Hoppers. Trust me, I didn't name it. My 8-year-old sister did. He's a little dirty, obviously, because he's sitting here in the substrate off in one of his little favorite corners. The vines, this is actually a reptile hide that I foamed to the side and put dirt in and plants. Got this whole vivarium set up. Don't know if we're going to be able to see the... yeah, I can't really see any. Well, there you can see springtails floating in the water if they're showing on camera. And that's the springtails, and there's some isopods in here. I probably should get more because I don't think they're really getting a good colony going. But this is the new enclosure. I have the plexi border for the substrate. Down here in the bottom I have that black lava rock for a water barrier. Then we have the same stuff you put in your garden to keep weeds from growing up, but on top of that we have our substrate. There's mostly eco earth. I got a lot of forest moss. Like I buy the condensed brick of forest moss is mixed in with it, and on top along the side we have here some Spanish moss. This is just a regular moss, the one that starts with an S I can never pronounce right. We also have a bunch of pillow moss. Here's some pillow moss in the back, some pillow moss down here. all these vines that'll eventually start growing down real good. And I used Great Stuff Pond and Stone expandable foam for sealing waterfalls, for fish ponds, for this back, most of it. We got our pods. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pods of plants along that back wall. That's not including any of the mosses I've got straight down it. So up top we got spider plants and a few other plants, and all the way in this corner we got the aloe because he really doesn't need that much moisture. Eventually I want to take some caulk and caulk here. I mean, it's kind of covered in dirt, but it's a ledge, so I actually want to put a bunch of moss here to make it look a little better. And also eventually we're going to get something to border this, some trim, to make it look more finished product. But that is the new Pac-Man Frog Vivarium. And yes, I really didn't need to go up the side with the Pac-Man Frog because he's not a tree climber, he's not a boreal, but it's a lot. I mean, I like it. It holds the moisture good that way, a lot better. It looks better. I mean, it's not just for him, it's for me too. Here we have crickets, which I am actually working on breeding. We got some laying boxes, so it looks like I need to mist them. I just got home from work a few minutes ago, if you can't tell. So that is the house right now, and I would say overall pretty good little video, except for me sticking my hand in tortoise poop. But hey, we've all had poop on us a couple times.